The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. We need to talk about the massive power shift happening in West Africa right now because the regional chessboard is completely changing. A few days ago, a very high-level delegation from Mauritania arrived in Bamako, the capital of Mali. On paper, both governments told the public that this was just a routine diplomatic visit to talk about friendship and good relations. But you have to look at the facts and look at the specific people who were sent to the meeting. Mauritania did not send their foreign minister to do the standard political talking. They sent their Minister of Defense, Major General Hanana Old Sidi. When a country sends its top military boss to sit down with a neighbor, it means the meeting is not about regular diplomacy at all. It means the entire conversation is about borders, intelligence, and military operations. This visit tells us that a massive hidden crisis is happening around the border, and Mauritania had no choice but to come to Bamako to face General Assimi Goïta, our all-in-all the savior. To truly understand why this meeting is so tense, we have to look closely at the map and see the reality on the ground. Mali and Mauritania share a massive desert border that is over 2,100 kilometers long. It is an incredible, vast, empty space that is very difficult to police. For a very long time, Mauritania has been playing a very complicated and dangerous game. There are serious reports and intelligence links showing that Mauritania has been quietly allowing its territory to be used as a safe haven and a staging ground for armed groups like the GN, you understand, which is an Al-Qaeda affiliate causing chaos in the Sahel. Even rebels leaders from northern Benin have linked information saying that the Mauritanian government has been quietly complicit, letting these armed networks set up localized surveillance drones inside Mauritanian territory. We also have clear evidence from Western media outlets showing that French journalists have been sneaking into Mali completely illegally by going directly through the Mauritanian desert. These journalists admitted that the Mauritanian authorities knew they were there but looked the other way. Mauritania also calls Mali a brother country, but the people of Mali are asking a very honest question. Is Mauritania acting like a true brother, or are they helping external actors and T groups launch sneak attacks against Mali? For months, Mali has been watching this border very closely because they know that the capabilities used by these T groups are not falling from the sky. They are coming through specific entry points, and Mauritania's vast desert has been a major blind spot. But the dynamic changed completely when the Mauritanian defense minister sat down in Bamako. He was met directly by General Assimi Goïta, our all-in-all, and the Malian defense minister, General Omar Daira. The Mauritanian side started the meeting by using standard, polite language. They talked about their deep history, their shared culture, and they used the term mutual challenges.
The president of the transition, General Assimi Goïta, granted an audience to the Mauritanian Minister of Defense. Alana Ould Sidi was the bearer of the message from President Mohamed Ould Cheikh El Ghazouani. The envoy of the Mauritanian president took advantage of this audience to recall the depth of friendship and solidarity between the two peoples. Alana Ould Sidi, upon leaving the audience, speaks to the microphone of Tamsir Diabate. Da sa ba
I thus have the honor of being received today in an audience by His Excellency General Assimi Goïta, President of the Transition, Head of State of the Republic of Mali, to whom I delivered a written message from his brother, His Excellency Mohamed Ould Cheikh El Ghazouani, President of the Islamic Republic of Mauritania. I also conveyed to His Excellency the fraternal greetings from his brother, President Mohamed Ould Cheikh El Ghazouani, while recalling the depth of the friendship, brotherhood, and solidarity that formed the community of destiny of our two brotherly peoples. At the end of this audience, His Excellency President Assimi Goïta entrusted me with conveying his fraternal greetings and wishes for success to his brother, His Excellency Mr. President Mohamed Ould Cheikh El Ghazouani. I would like to express my deep gratitude to the Malian authorities for the warm welcome and generous hospitality extended to me.
But let us be completely honest about the situation. The challenges are not mutual. Mauritania is not facing the same security crisis that Mali is facing. Mauritania has a huge piece of land, but a very small population of less than 4 million people. And they have massive military backing from the outside world. The Mauritanian government has deep security agreements with the European Union and NATO. Their leaders regularly travel to Brussels to meet with Western generals and the commanders from the United States African Command treat Mauritania like their own personal backyard. Mali does not rely on those Western structures anymore. Mali completely broke away from the old regional intelligence agreements because those systems were failing to protect the Malian people. So when the Mauritanian defense minister talked about mutual problems, General Assimi Goïta, all in all, responded with incredible precision. Goïta is a leader who speaks very little, but when he speaks, every single word carries massive weight. He looked at the Mauritanian delegation and laid out a strict order of priority for any future cooperation. He said Mali is committed to cooperation, but it must follow this exact line. First peace, then security, and only then can we talk about development. Niger has an incredible amount of oil and hydrocarbon wealth, and now they are using that wealth to fuel and support their sister country, Mali. This proves that Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger do not need to rely on hostile neighbors or colonial masters to survive. Niger has the oil, Mali has the gold, and Burkina Faso has immense natural resources. By trading directly with each other and securing their own transport lines, they are creating a self-sufficient economic bloc that generates its own income. This is exactly what terrifies the Western powers. They are terrified of peace in the Sahel because if these three countries succeed, the rest of Africa continent will wake up and realize they do not need to stay under the thumb of neo-colonial systems. Mauritania knows that they heavily depend on Mali for their own survival, which is why they are suddenly desperate to keep Mali happy. There are thousands of Mauritanian citizens living inside Mali, running highly profitable businesses and trading freely. Many of these traders do not have official legal documents, and if Mali decided to tighten its laws, they could easily shut down those businesses or send those citizens back home. But Mali is a country of deep dignity and hospitality, so they choose to treat these people as brothers. On top of that, Mauritania gets a massive amount of its electricity directly from the hydroelectric power plants located inside Malian territory. Mauritania knows that if General Assimi Goïta decides to flip the switch and close the border, the Mauritanian economy will face an immediate disaster. Right now, Mauritania is trying to walk a very thin line. Just last month, they signed a new defense agreement with Senegal to run joint military patrol along their shared borders. A lot of people are advising Mali to completely reject Mauritania because of their close ties to NATO and France. But when you share a massive border of over 2,000 kilometers, national security means you must keep the lines of communication open. In this modern era, Mali has advanced surveillance technology and heavy drone vectors. If Mauritania allows hostile groups to gather near the border, the Malian military can capture clear, live footage of the threat, sit down at the table, and present the raw receipts directly to the Mauritanian defense team. This leaves Mauritania with no excuses. They either have to stop the tea on their side or step outside and let Mali handle it. The military response from Mali right now is at an all-time high, and they are striking the enemy ruthlessly wherever they hide. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's colonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa, West Africa, and in Mali.